I think the biggest challenge is to find a government official who can be your champion. I guess you all face this similar challenge wherever you are. I think, you know, the government is huge, and there are people who are skeptical of change, and there are people who embrace change. And for me, you know, perhaps because I have been an elected politician for a number of years, and I have met, you know, nice government officials who are willing to try something very different, and they do trust an intermediary like the Good Lab. So they are willing to try, and obviously they are very small projects that we can pitch to do, but at least, you know, it's a small step, and I do think that every small step counts. But, you know, having that champion is very important. But when that champion is promoted to another position, or, you know, he or she is simply transferred out to another department, and then, you know, the dynamics will change quite drastically. So you might ask, you know, when a certain co-creation relationship depends on individuals, surely it won't last. I guess, you know, it is always very challenging to actually try to instill the government and, you know, the people's wishes and the people's thoughts, you know, within government's ranks. And so I do believe that the design thinking process and a more bottom-up and a more human-centric approach has its attractions. And also, I think our government also supports, you know, a more design thinking and user-oriented approach, although they are actually still new to the process, and they, you know, being very risk-averse civil servants, sometimes they are a little bit nervous in trying something new. But nevertheless, I do think that, you know, processes like design thinking will be useful in the sense, like, first of all, I mean, if there is a divergence of views, then, you know, for sure we can test a few prototypes to see which ones are better, and then perhaps you know, we can try out or maybe have some piloting money for the prototype that you know, has the biggest consensus. And, you know, we don't really have a representative government that reflects the people's views, so we do need the civil society being very, very proactive in telling the government, you know, what our views are.